Hello my dear subscribers, today we will learn how to assume. I will teach you how to become the master of your life and destiny. Watch the video to the end and it will change your life. We begin. Neville Goddard once said that if you assumed more often that your wishes would come true, you would become the master of your own destiny, known for your belief in the power of assumption and imagination. This quote sums up much of his life in the best possible way. You've probably heard of concepts such as the law of assumption and the power of imagination. If you're here, chances are you still have questions. Have you ever wondered about the existence of a force so powerful that it can turn your desires into reality? Is the law of assumption a profound truth or just a fanciful notion? Today, let's embark on a journey to unravel the mysteries of this compelling concept. This law forces us to question our preconceived notions of manifestation and invites us to explore the limitless power contained within our minds. The question is whether the law of assumption is a real force that shapes our reality, or whether it is simply wishful thinking. We're going to find out by diving into the research. We will discuss the mystery of the law of assumption and everything that goes along with it. Be sure to keep reading. First, we're going to start at the root of it all. In our quest to understand the law of assumption, we cannot avoid recognizing a prominent figure who paved the way, Neville Goddard. So who is Neville Goddard? Neville Goddard, born in Barbados in 1905, was not just a mystic but a pioneer in the field of spiritual teachings. His teachings, based on mystical interpretations of biblical concepts, resonated with truth seekers around the world. Neville's journey led him to explore the transformative power of presuppositions, and his wisdom continues to echo through the corridors of time. Among Goddard's many principles, the most prominent is this: imagination creates reality. Neville believed fervently in the power of imagination. He often said, "Imagine your wish coming true," emphasizing that the ability to imagine shapes your experience. Central to Neville's teachings was the concept of supposition, the idea that allowing the feeling that our desires have already been fulfilled brings us into alignment with the energy needed to realize them. Ask yourself, what would I do if I already had this money, this job, this relationship, this dream? How would I feel if I were truly happy? Find that feeling and visualize that reality. Hold it and act consciously in alignment with that reality. Embrace that reality and watch it manifest. Neville also encouraged living in the end result of our desires. By mentally dwelling in a state where we have already achieved our goals, we change our consciousness and attract the corresponding experiences. Consequently, you must gradually learn to script your own reality. Neville advocated the use of inner conversations and mental scripts. By consciously directing our thoughts and consciously managing our thoughts and internal dialogues, we write our life story and influence our external reality. As crazy as it sounds, he also believed in the power of revisiting past events through imagination. Rethinking and revisiting the past can change our perception and therefore our reality. The experiences we change have a significant impact on our present and future. One of Neville Goddard's most important teachings is that everything we have discussed is determined by the law of assumption. As children, we begin life seeing it through a distorted but beautiful lens, full of curiosity and a vigorous imagination. We ask questions: why is the sky blue? Why is the grass green? Do hobbits live on mountains? Can I touch a unicorn in the distance? These are the fantasies of childhood, where imagination is boundless, and they are probably some of our first and last contacts with real magic and wonder. However, as we grow older, we see and touch that magic less and less often. Santa Claus becomes a fictional character, the colors of the sky and grass lose their magic, and the question why becomes distant and forgotten. At some point, we forget how to reimagine the world in our own way, and we stop assuming that our lives can be exactly as we want them to be. If you have gained some insight into the wisdom of Neville Goddard, you now know what his teachings are all about. Let's dive into the very core of this study. The law of assumption, what is it? At its core, the law of assumption is the recognition that our assumptions, beliefs and feelings shape our reality. Neville Goddard encouraged us to move beyond wishful thinking and fully embrace the assumption that our desires are not only possible, but have already been realized. Imagine planting a seed in fertile soil. The assumption is the soil that nourishes the sprout of your desire until it blossoms into your life experience. Living from an end result rather than simply desiring it is a concept that says you must assume the feeling or reality you desire. Somehow that reality will find its way to you. Now this may sound like wishful thinking, but walk with me and see what the difference is. Wishful thinking often involves passive daydreaming and wishing without clear awareness or conscious participation. It's like dropping a coin into a fountain and hoping for a miracle without actively participating in the creation process. On the other hand, the law of assumption is an intentional conscious act. It consists of accepting a state of being and embodying the emotions associated with the desired state. It is not passive, but active interaction with the creative forces of the universe. The law of assumption empowers you to become the architect of your reality. It's not about waiting for your ship to come in, it's about setting sail and navigating the seas of your assumptions. As we explore further, you'll realize how the law of assumption goes beyond wishful thinking to provide a tangible path to realizing the reality you desire. Now let's break down exactly how to apply the law of assumption in your daily life. Sure, you know what the concept involves, but how do you turn these principles into actual practice? First, get clear on your desires. Start by clearly defining what you want, whether it's a career goal, a relationship, or personal development. Being specific increases the power of your assumptions. I'd recommend developing the habit of writing them down, whether in the form of a journal, to-do list, mind map, or vision board. There's something special about putting pen to paper that helps reinforce your goals. Second, create positive affirmations in the present tense. Affirmations that reflect the fulfillment of your desires. For example, instead of saying "I will be successful," say "I am successful and fulfilled in my career." Third is visualization. Visualize your goals as already achieved. Visualize yourself living in the reality you want to create. Feel the emotions associated with this state and hold them in your mind. Fourth, act in accordance with your assumptions. Your actions should be in line with the thoughts and feelings you want to materialize. This means that you should act as if your desires have already been realized. Your actions should be designed to support and reinforce that reality. Fifth, practice gratitude. Gratitude for what you already have and for the fact that your desire has already been fulfilled increases the vibration of your presupposition and attracts what you desire into your life. The law of presupposition is a powerful tool for creating the life you want to live. By putting its principles into practice, you can change your perception and ultimately your reality. Have regular visualization sessions. Close your eyes and vividly visualize scenes in which your desires have already come true. One of the biggest challenges in applying these practices is visualizing your assumptions correctly. Neville Goddard often emphasized the effectiveness of experiencing first-person visualization, where you visualize the world through your eyes, immersing yourself in the details and emotions of the assumed reality. Instead of focusing on the process, you see yourself living the life you desire, whether it's financial abundance, fulfilling relationships, or career success. Visualize the end scene vividly by engaging your senses during the visualization. Feel the textures, hear the sounds, and experience the emotions associated with your desired reality. Neville stressed the importance of making your visualizations as rich in sensation as possible. First-person perspective when visualizing, embrace it by seeing the world through your eyes in the scenes you create. This personalizes the experience and makes it more immersive. Feeling is the secret. Focus on the emotional component of your assumptions. Feel the emotions associated with your wish fulfillment. The more genuine and intense the emotion, the more effective the suggestion. Emotions are the vibrational language in which the universe communicates. Neville emphasized that it's not just about thinking about your wish, but also about feeling as if it has already been fulfilled. This can be hard to understand, not because it's difficult, but because it feels inadequate and overwhelming. If you desire financial abundance, feel the joy and security that financial freedom brings. If you seek love, immerse yourself in the warmth and satisfaction of being loved. Your feelings are a magnetic attraction that pulls your assumptions into your reality. Feelings are not just a side effect of assumptions, they are the secret ingredient that catalyzes the manifestation process. Creating a mental script. Develop a mental script or story that tells your life as you want it to be. Picture each scene with clarity and write the dialogue and events as if they were happening in the present moment. Living from the end. Embrace the concept of living with the assumption that your desires have already been fulfilled. Make choices and decisions based on the assumption that your desired reality is your current reality. Consistency and repetition. Consistency is critical. Repeat your affirmations regularly and practice visualization. Consistent reinforcement strengthens the neural pathways associated with your assumptions. Consistent assumption is the heartbeat of the law of assumption. It is not a fleeting thought or momentary belief, but a constant and unwavering commitment to the assumption that your desires are on the path to fulfillment. Neville emphasized that perseverance is not despair or anxious waiting, but a confident and persistent assumption that the desire is being fulfilled, even in the face of external circumstances that might suggest otherwise. Positive conversation with yourself. Keep an eye on your inner dialogue. Sometimes that little voice in your head can interfere with you, telling you that you can't do certain things or be certain people. Maybe the voice in your head is telling you that you are not good enough or unworthy. Regardless, you should strive to replace negative or questionable thoughts with positive affirmations that support your conscious assumptions. Positive self-promotion reinforces your desired beliefs. 10. Detachment from means. Let go of attachment to specific ways or means through which your desires can manifest. Trust the universe to bring about the fulfillment of your assumptions in ways that may surpass your current understanding. Neville Goddard emphasized the importance of detaching from the means of manifestation. This principle involves trusting that the universe is orchestrating the means to fulfill your assumptions, often beyond your imagination. It is important to note that this detachment is not indifference, but a deep trust in the inherent intelligence of the universe. It allows your assumptions to unfold in ways that may exceed your initial expectations. 11. Reflection and revitalization. Reflect on your assumptions on a regular basis. If you notice any conflicting thoughts or beliefs, revise them to align with your desired reality. Revision is a powerful tool for shaping your assumptions. Neville introduced the concept of revising assumptions as a powerful tool in the law of assumptions. If your current assumptions are not aligned with your desires, you have the creative ability to revise and redirect your mental focus. Revision involves looking back at past events or experiences and changing them in your mind. By revisiting how you perceived the past, you change its impact on your present and future. Remember that the goal is always to create a better life. 12. Expressing gratitude. Cultivate gratitude for perceived manifestations as if they have already occurred. Gratitude aligns your energy with a positive frequency, amplifying the power of your assumptions. By envisioning it all as a script for your life story, you become the author, consciously directing the narrative instead of letting the plot unfold haphazardly. This requires heightened awareness and a commitment to engage with your desires on a conscious level. Neville emphasized that consciousness is a key player in the law of assumption. The more conscious and intentional your assumptions are, the deeper their impact on your reality will be. As you embark on your journey through the law of assumption, you may encounter skepticism and challenges. Now that we've explored the underlying principles of the law of assumption and practical steps for realizing it, let's turn to the most important aspect: overcoming doubts and challenges on the path to manifestation. To deal with skepticism, you must first recognize ordinary doubt. It is natural to doubt a transformative law such as the law of assumption. Common doubts may include doubts about the validity of assumptions, questions about the practicality of manifestation, or skepticism about the role of emotions. To understand this, you need to recognize the law of assumption as an active interaction with the universe. By assuming a desired reality, you send powerful signals that influence the course of events. You are letting the universe know that you are not only aware of possibilities, but that you are actively participating in their creation. The law of assumption is not a highly specialized concept, but a universal principle that transcends individual experience. Numerous testimonies from different walks of life attest to its effectiveness. People have observed transformational change by consciously accepting the reality they want to see. This concept also harnesses the power of emotions, which play a crucial role in the manifestation process. The law of assumption recognizes that emotions are not just reactions, but powerful forces that shape our reality. By aligning your emotions with your assumed reality, you create a vibrational alignment that attracts your desires. We cannot overemphasize the role of consistency and patience in this process. The law of assumption is not a quick fix, but a long journey. Consistently and persistently accepting your assumptions is the key to unlocking the manifestation process. Doubts may arise, but persistence in assumption acts as a constant beacon, guiding you through difficulties. It is also important to learn to set realistic expectations. Patience is a companion to perseverance, and manifestations don't always happen in the desired time frame. It is important to realize that the universe operates at its own discretion and in its own divine timing. The law of presupposition is not about instant gratification, but about trust and unwavering faith. Ultimately, this law and its principles have the power to change your life if you choose to start now. By reflecting and truly seeing your life as you desire it, you will be able to embrace this reality. We hope you have some answers after reading this. If you enjoyed this material and want to learn more, don't forget to share this text and subscribe so you don't miss further updates.